With problem number 4, we're working with a basic statistics example here. And we have an assignment given to 50 middle school students to complete, and the graph above shows a frequency distribution of the number of days that it took to complete the assignment. Then we're asked, what is the mean number of days it took for a student to complete the assignment? And the most common mistake that people will make with this type of problem is that they will try to add up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is the number of days, and to get the mean number, which would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 15, then divided by 5 would be 3. So most people would take that example there. But that's not really going to lead you to the right answer. That is the mean number of days it took. Well, let's not even go there. All right, so what we need to do for this is that since you're finding an average, what you really need to have is you need to have 50 pieces of data added together and divided by 50. It's not adding the days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and dividing by 5. So the 50 pieces of data are shown in the table. You have 5 students for whom it took 1 day to complete the assignment, so that was 5. There were 10 students for whom it took 2 days. There were 15 students for whom it took 3 days and 4 days. And there were 5 students for whom it took 5 days. So now when you add those up, you're going to get 50. So those are our 50 pieces of data. Now if we wanted to write them all out, we would have the number 1 5 times, like so, and then we would have to have 10 twos. And I would have to write 50 numbers out. But there's actually a much simpler way of doing that. Since you had 5 people for whom it took 1 day, then you're adding up the number of days, that would just be 5 days. Since you have 10 people for whom it took 2 days, then that would be 2 plus 2 plus 2 10 times, but that would be 20 days. Once again, 15 students took 3 days, so that would be a total of 45 days. And another 45 days for students who took, no, sorry, for those who took 4 days, it would be 4 times 15, or it would be 60 days. And then 5 students took 5 days, so that would be 25 days. So we could either make a table or just mark up the chart the way that I did, and you need to add those up. So the green numbers, those are our number of days, and the red numbers, those are our number of students. We're going to add up both of them, and we're going to get 155 days and 50 students, and that would give 3.1 days per student, and so the answer would be C. Now if you wanted to make a table for these, it would look something like this. So 5 students took 1 day, 10 students took 2 days, 15 students took 3 days, 15 students took 4 days, and 5 students took 5 days. And if we just multiplied across, we would get the number of student days. We get 5, 20, 45, 60, 25. We add those up, and finally to find the average, we would just take the total number of student days divided by the number of students, and we would get the number of days per student. So that's a big idea here. So not to do the number of days, find the average of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but to find the average of all of the days spent divided by the total number of students, and we'd get 3.1.